And here comes
They've
the
already
doubles.
started the time, so they've lost a few minutes here. I didn't see what they rolled. Those are some really
really hard to
light
see.
dice.
Yeah, I couldn't see if that was a 4 or a 6.
We shall see, though. I almost believe Mike Ruschetta won the dice roll. Nope, Andrew did.
Andrew Pham.
Assuming he won and wants to go first.
So it's going to be a foolish burial, and we're almost guaranteed to see a graph. And indeed.
Yep. Graph or Scar, maybe?
He's going to go for a Scarm. Yes, he will.
Fairly standard play.
Summons a Cagna. And he's going to mill the Dante. So let's... He's going to go with the Scarm. He's going to mill 1, 2, 3. And it's going to be a Seer, Rubik, and a Soul Charge. And so the Seer is going to special summon. What I'm going to assume is going to be the Graph.
No, he could actually make a Rubik. Or bring back that Rubik.
He could bring back, but the Graph just seems like the better play. And face search Scarm for a Seer. So...
And face searching Seer. So that's definitely telling Mike Ruschetta that he's got a discard outlet down there.
For probably a Phoenix Wind Blast, which seems to be the only card that's now running nowadays. So there's a Scarm to be normal summoned. Tribute it to take that Dante. No, that's something.
That's not that big a deal though, if you think about it.
So he's gonna mill 3.
Yeah. Pham can get that Cogna play.
Yes, he can.
Ooh.
Oh, not really great mills on his side.
No, not so very great mills.
So let's see who's gonna dump. He's gonna just dump a Fire Lake.
Just thin that deck out a little bit.
Rightfully so. It would be nice if it was a good and evil though.
Oh, I know.
But I'm pretty sure Andrew does not run a good and evil. And attacks the Graph.
I think this is honestly. I think Mike's start is very subpar.
Yeah, you gotta wonder
that
what's
Dante.
going through his
Well,
mind.
he can throw downer on it, but if he's reading it correctly, like I said, he should predict that Andrew Pham does have a discard outlet, which means he's just gonna bounce that downer back, getting his Dante effect.
I know. So it
seems like it's a very subpar opening for Mike Ruschetta, but let's see how this turns out.
Yeah. Looks like I got to bait it out. He's got to bait it out. It's just the enemy controller just seemed like I don't know.
I think he didn't use that correctly.
But let's see how it comes. Let's see how it turns out. So he will go to the Downer Magician. So if he does have to force out the Phoenix Wind Blast, he can. But let's see if Andrew Pham can counteract because we all know he has a Seer in his graveyard. A Seer in his hand.
And if that's a Fire Lake down as well, oh man, that could be very, very strong. Okay, no.
So it's a Typhoon on this in the end phase. It's a Phoenix Wind Blast.
Now does Andrew Pham use this discard outlet?
He could too.
I would. I think.
Yes, he will on the back row.
Oh, he's using it on the back row.
And he
I
will
think that's a
on the
very strong call because now he doesn't have to worry about back row. Yes.
So he'd rather just not want him to draw that, so he makes a shuffle in before he can get the Scarm.
That's a very good call. Let that Scarm search, or Scarm search after.
And then Seer is going to activate and is going to get a special summon and make a Graph.
I would almost want to. Why not Rubik? Well, no.
No, because he doesn't need to use a Dante. He doesn't need to use he doesn't need to go to Virgil. I'm sorry. He just needs to go Dante, and that's really all.
And that
he
is
needs.
a maxi in Andrew's hand though.
That's fantastic for him. And now he's going to go to Dante.
Yeah.
Mill 3 with the Graph. 1, 2, 3. There's an Alec. Alec he will use probably to negate the effect of the Downer, so he can pluck it down to 21, scoring for more damage.
A little bit more damage always matters.
Yeah, of course, it always does. Life points, those life points can't matter. 100 points can make all the difference. So now here comes a Seer. What a strong play by Andrew Pham.
And this is amazing too because that Dante going to Andrew's graveyard will get him the Fire Lake back.
It will too.
That's a very, very big play.
So that's 400 off the board. And then 16 as well. Sorry. And then he's got to decide what he's going to get back with that Dante. That Fire Lake could be in there. But he can go for another one. Yep.
Interesting. Interesting choice.
But he can't special summon it because he already special summoned the Sturgeon.
He can normal though.
But he can normal. That is true.
I'm surprised that he did not take that Fire Lake though.
I guess he doesn't think he needs it. He just wants to go for the double Dante play.
With triple Dante, he'll mill the Seer and get the other Dante if he really wants.
And he's gonna opt not to mill with Dante because he's already used both effects. And he's asking for cards in hand. 3.
He knows one of them is a tour guide, and Andrew does have the Maxi in hand, and it looks like he actually has a trap in his hand.
Oh, so he'll mill 1. So he activates Seer.
I think he has the Fire Lake in hand already.
Sets 1.
He has Maxi in hand. I think that was a Fire Lake. I think Andrew must have drawn that Fire Lake.
So what amazing control that Andrew has right now. What a field presence.
Yep.
There's the Maxi.
That's
wow.
very big.
So draw a card.
Because now this forces my Screwshedder into a play, or he just loses next turn.
He does. He has to play the Maxi challenge now.
It's either the Maxi challenge or he loses. But again, Andrew has Fire Lake. He can just blow anything he wants up.
Normal summon. Almost reluctantly so. He normal summons it. He has a tour guide in his hand too. So now he's disabled his use of the tour guide. So he's going to go to Virgil, it looks like, or he's going to go to Dante.
I think he has to go into Virgil. It looks like that's what he's doing.
Yeah, he's going to go to Virgil. He's got to. And
so Fam draws.
Yeah, Fam will draw.
Yeah, he knows.
Just in case he wants
so
to
that Maxi's already plussed. And Mike Ushetta, the only card he has in his hand is a Burning Abyss card. Or it's a Burning Abyss Seer.
It's a Seer and a tour guide.
So that means if he wants to get that Virgil off, he has to discard Seer.
And he's going to bounce the Dante with Seer. But then it's like wondering, now what do you get with that?
He just gives him his Dante back. I would be completely okay with this as well. He still has his Fire Lake.
That's not a major loss by any means. And he knows he's got a tour guide.
Seer that's the big thing. Does he use that Seer?
Yeah, that's the question here. He might have to, but if he's telegraphing a Fire Lake, well then, well.
Congrats on the top 8.
I just won. Top 4 too.
So let's see what happens.
Really?
I plan on watch the dolls won your last 2 events, so I plan on it winning it today.
So now you got to see what is Mike gonna do here, because he just ends phase, searches Scarm.
Is that a grinder goal? Oh, it's a token.
No, it's a token. Well, so there's. I don't think he's gonna be able to get out of this. 1, 2, 3. Graph is gonna be able to special summon, probably maybe another Seer. Oh, okay.
He's just gonna go into his own Virgil.
It's good enough.
Enemy control.
That's good. Good enough. And that's game right
Andrew
there.
takes that game on.
What a dominating game by Andrew Pham, building up his own field and then having a max C to back that up. Wow. So a very easy game 1 for Andrew Pham, and he's gonna hope and possibly get revenge on the man who gave him a loss in the Swiss, is Mike Rochetta. So this is the quarterfinals here, top 8, as Andrew Pham is able to take a quick 1-0 victory over Mike Rochetta.
Trying to seek revenge for that Swiss round.
And he's well on his way to getting it back.
Yep. Taking game 1 has always been such a big advantage in Yu-Gi-Oh!
It always has been.
It just gives you the freedom to know that you still have at least one more chance, if you lose, to take a win. It is a very, very big advantage.
So you have that gimme now. Just
you have that mulligan. Let's play some golf.
Yeah, let's go. So Andrew clearly in excellent position to be able to take it away. Just a dominating game. And now we got to see how the side deck game works out.
I'm wondering what they will side.
It's a very good question indeed.
It's too bad we don't have these deck lists.
No, we don't. There's nothing wrong with having little surprises happen.
Of course, the Power Bond Shekanaga 52.
That was an amazing thing that just came out of nowhere.
When I talked to Simon about that, all he mentioned to me was he saw a post on Zodiac Duelist about how easy it really actually is to power bond with Maxis in the main, along with mathematicians, to make a 5200 Shekanaga. And he said he's won numerous games with it.
And he won just one more just today, and it helped him. And he
Right
helped
on
him get
this
a win.
live stream.
It's unfortunate though, because he didn't get the top 8 though. However,
No, he did not. So these guys, looks like they're just finishing up their side and now shuffling up for game 2.
yes, it is. Yes, they are.
Andrew Pham with a quick 1-0.
Very happy. He lost in finals to Eric Dalton yesterday in the Oshawa Yu-Gi-Oh day, and
He's
now
trying to seek some revenge for that as well, I
he
think.
does. He's trying to get some redemption for himself, and he mentioned that earlier, just before he started his top 8 match. He came over.
I think he actually even, I think he played Dalton in the Swiss rounds and beat him.
Oh, I don't know if that.
I think he did.
It's very possible.
So Andrew Pham here is definitely trying to come back from a Yu-Gi-Oh! Day loss and come and win this YOCC, get some cash back.
Next event's ARG, right? Toronto Regionals. Then ARG. Yeah, it's the same weekend. Yeah.
So we're going to start game 2 here, and we're going to assume that Mike is going to go first here.
I would assume so as well.
Yep. But what a
Let's
killer
see. I wonder if Andrew can open a Max C that can do a lot of damage.
But what a killer opening.
This event was a lot less annoying. Tony wasn't good. Tony didn't ruin my day.
And there's a tour guide to start it
this
off.
is interesting. Mike opens, or lets Andrew open first.
He does, and he's got a Max C. So looks like it's probably just going to get a +1 off it.
Okay. And the other one's where?
Because in this case, it almost might seem okay to just give him the plus to go to Dante for the security. But
There is a Swift Scarecrow in Mike Ruschetta's hand.
but he's not going to have to do that, so he just goes 1 for 1.
I think Andrew's okay with that Max C going off because he's got a lot of monsters in hand.
Yeah, he's happy with at least the graph in defense mode. Oh, and Mike does not have a counter with a monster. He does have.
Here's a question: does Andrew just go straight into an Alucard maybe? Just to try and bait out a back row?
He could very well do that, but let's see.
I almost would.
Because it can also open up spaces for him to do something. So he's going to go into something, but I think he's just going to go into a Dante. Not surprised here. So he will mill 3 for graph. There's a BLS out, Foolish
right off the
Barrel,
top.
and the Max
Oof.
C. Nothing good here.
That was a very poor mill for Andrew, but that's the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! When you're trying to take cards from the top.
It is indeed. And there's the Seer, special summon by graph.
And that's a Flying Sea and a Scarecrow in Mike Ruschetta's hand. On top of a creature swap.
He's going to special summon the Rubik. It's fine, and he doesn't look like
this is where the Flying Sea should come down.
he's going to book the Dante, and there go the Seer. There goes Seer at it, but he's probably just going to be able to search. He's going to search out. Oh, he can't even get anything off that too.
Yeah, because he's used the graph this turn, so Seer can't bring out graph to bring that Scarm out.
He cannot. So
That's a good Book of Moon right there.
good play.
Saves his Flying Sea as well.
That is true. He doesn't have to use it.
Oh man, I just noticed you could actually you can't normal summon Flying Sea on your
Yeah, you
turn.
can. I believe you can.
Can you normal summon Flying
I
Sea?
believe you can. He's gonna set a third back row to his to spell trap zone, which is a karma cut and ends. So
He can normal summon that Flying Sea.
He can.
In that sense, he can normal summon it and then creature swap.
yeah, but he doesn't. But the Dante is in face down defense mode,
Yes.
unfortunately, so he can't really do much with it. So looks like Dante's here, and he's
And then
just gonna
Andrew
transfer it to
just milled
25.
2 Wing Blast and Dark Hole.
Yes,
Oh man,
those discard fodder.
it's a very poor mill for Andrew.
Absolutely.
But Mike Ruschetta has not seemed to open any monsters here.
Tour guide comes down, and he's gonna let it go.
I think this is where the Flying Sea could come down.
It may, yeah, it could. But he might let it go. He does have a Swift Scarecrow in his hand if he doesn't want to take this damage. But it's doing this off the Flying Sea would just net Andrew just a Scarm. So it wouldn't be that wise to do it right now. So he's going to creature swap the Graph.
No, he's going to Karma Cut.
I'm sorry. Discarding creature swap. And he's going to banish the rest of it into his graveyard, which there's at least one more. But he can hammer him 35 on him.
Badge.
Yeah, it's absolutely. Considering Mike is just not being able to draw anything.
None of his Burning Abyss monsters.
Oh, no, he's got another target.
Oh, wow.
No, so he's going to kill the Dante,
That's
too.
big, though, because now Andrew should realize that Mike Ruchetta is in a very, very tough position.
Yeah, no Burning Abyss. Yeah. 2 cards he discarded. He got desperate, and a Snatch Steal isn't going to help.
Not at one bit.
He's going to pass. Mike Ruchetta is just not getting anything right now. And Andrew Pham is just looking to take control of this. He can't summon any more Burning Abyss monsters unless he wants them destroyed, but...
Well,
Stranger
if
things
he actually
happen.
has a Farfa, he could normal summon the Farfa to banish his tour guide for the turn, and then...
He could. And that's the case, and that's what's going to happen.
No, that's a Libic.
Oh, it's a Libic, so he will activate
Yeah,
Libic
so
and then
that's
have its effects negated.
Oh my gosh, that
for
is
the
so
Scarm.
good. Why didn't he Flying Sea?
He's not going to Flying Sea, is he?
No, he accepted the summon.
Yeah, he did.
And then
he's
he's
thinking about
wait.
it.
I don't know.
He might be confirming that the summon is okay. At least not for
Interesting.
Flying Sea. So
It is. The effects would be negated, so the Scarm would not die.
just prevents him from going on to the Dante, but he does. He'll just let him go into the Dante for now. 1, 2, 3. Night Beam, enemy
Those
controller,
mills.
Ajama Trio.
Those mills have been so hurtful to Andrew.
Certainly have, but at least it's not affecting the game
At
so
least
much.
he's getting monsters.
And Mike, I've him to reluctantly let that 25 go through.
I think Andrew might have taken a quick 2-0.
Let's not count him out yet. He can at least get a tour guide to be able to get back into this game.
A tour guide will actually take him back into this game because he now should realize that Andrew's got a lot of monsters in hand.
Yes, indeed.
But
So he gets a tour guide in the end phase. And he's got a Snatch Steal and a Max C. A tour guide will get him back into this.
yep,
He lost his creature swap, though, unfortunately. And
that
it
looks like it's an enemy controller.
Yes, it is. So he's going to play Snatch Steal. And just dish him 25.
Detach that tour guide.
There you go. Have it
But
back.
Andrew does have tour guide in hand.
He does indeed. He's going to send another back row to it, which is an enemy controller.
Yep.
And Andrew Pham came in here as an X2. Making it as an X2. So good for him, mate. And if he can win here, he can definitely make up for it.
I think he drew Night Beam or an MST.
A Regeki.
Regeki.
Just as bad. And he's going to get a Dante. Let's see what that
We'll get
Dante does for him.
search.
Can't ever forget about it. He's going with the Seer. Activates Rubik. Activates Farfa. Summons fly, and so on the summon of Farfa, you'll activate Flying Sea. Take out both his monsters. Someone's tour guide though, so he's just
He
gonna
can
go for a
bring
big
out,
beating Seer.
I was actually going to say he could bring out an Alec and mill that. Or no, he can't, sorry.
Can't go to Dante. What are you doing?
I think Pham was racing ahead
A
there
little
for a second,
overzealous
but
there, but
that's
at
still
least could put 26
2600.
on the board.
Mike Ruchetta also actually has, I believe, the enemy controller down. So
He does have an enemy controller down. That is correct. Now he really needs a tour guide to get back into this game. And it's amazing. He hasn't even drawn a single Burning Abyss monster yet.
Andrew's just going to try and poke in.
Yes, and it's not a bad call at all. So he's going to take 1,600. $16 and $600, and oh my gosh.
Down to the wire.
What a horrible draw Mike Rochetta has. He really needs his tour guide to get back in this game, but Andrew has so many cards here, and I don't think Rochetta is very happy with his draw.
I think he is happy.
Maybe he can.
Because that could be a scarm.
If it's a scarm, at least he can defend himself. Yes, that is true.
I think he has an enemy controller in hand.
I think so too. I think that's why. Oh, graph. Okay, well that's.
But that doesn't
bad,
matter.
but I don't think that may not matter.
Enemy controller, the flying C, take the monster, and tour guide is more than enough for game.
Yes, absolutely. So
it looks like this one might be over for Mike Rochetta.
But remember, he also has an enemy controller himself.
No, he used it to switch
he
the
did.
Seer
That's right.
last turn.
That's right.
To save
You're right.
himself.
So now he's got to figure out, what can I do now? What can I do?
He almost has to go for. Why would he go for Farfa?
So he's going Farfa, which is really weird.
Well, I guess in either sense it doesn't matter. Yeah, I was gonna say either sense it doesn't matter. He's taking it.
Yep, and the Farfa will go.
Oh yeah, no, that's true. The Farfa does die.
So we have to wait the chain link. So Farfa has to target, so it's no way Farfa is able to target the monster he's going to special summon with Seer. So this should be...
Andrew is chain link 1 as turn player priority.
And chain link 2, but he can't get it. And that's it. And that is
Andrew
the match.
takes the 2-0.
And unfortunately for Mike Rochetta, only to be able to draw one Burning Abyss the entire game.